Have you ever witnessed a moment so pure, so raw, that it shatters your heart and rebuilds it with love? Today, we're diving into a story that's gone viral across America, a bride's emotional first look, not with her groom, but with her young son. This tale of blended family bonds, single motherhood triumphs, and tear-jerking joy will leave you sobbing, reminding us all that the deepest love often comes from the smallest hearts. Grab your tissues, folks. This one's a 5-minute emotional roller coaster you won't forget. In the golden haze of a Florida sunset, where the ocean breeze carried whispers of new beginnings, 32-year-old Emily Carter stood in the lush gardens of a beachside venue in Miami. Her white lace gown shimmered like sea foam, veil trailing behind her like a dream she never thought she'd live. Today was her wedding day to Ryan, the kind-hearted teacher who'd swept into her life 2 years ago, piecing together the fragments of her broken heart. But before she walked down the aisle to say "I do" to her future husband, Emily had planned a surprise that would etch itself into the souls of everyone who witnessed it. A first look not with Ryan, but with her 6-year-old son, Noah. Noah, with his mop of curly brown hair and freckles like stardust across his nose, was the light of Emily's world. Born into a stormy marriage that ended when his father walked out 4 years ago, Noah had been her anchor through the darkest nights. Emily, a dedicated nurse at a local hospital, had juggled graveyard shifts, scraped together rent for their tiny apartment in Orlando, and wiped away her own tears to ensure Noah's childhood was filled with magic. "You're my superhero, Mommy," he'd say, drawing pictures of her in a cape saving the day. But today, roles reversed. Emily wanted Noah to see her not as the tired mom in Scrubs, but as the radiant bride stepping into happiness with him by her side forever. Blindfolded gently by his bubbly Aunt Sarah, Noah stood in the garden, tiny tuxedo crisp and bow tie slightly askew from his fidgeting. "What's the surprise, Auntie?" he giggled, his voice a melody of innocence. The guests, family from across the states, from Emily's roots in rural Georgia to Ryan's folks in California, hushed as Emily approached, her heels sinking softly into the grass. Her heart pounded like thunder, tears already brimmed in her eyes as flashbacks crashed over her like waves. She remembered the night Noah was born, alone in the delivery room after his father bailed, holding her newborn close and whispering, "It's you and me against the world, baby." Then the toddler years, Noah's chubby hands clutching her leg during her first date with Ryan, his wide eyes asking, "Will he be my new daddy?" The single mom struggles hit hardest, missing bedtime stories because of overtime, patching up scraped knees with Band-Aids and kisses, teaching him to tie his shoes while fighting exhaustion. "Mommy, why do you cry sometimes?" he'd ask, crawling into her lap. "Because I love you so much it hurts," she'd reply, hugging him tight. And now here they were, on the cusp of a new family, but Emily needed this moment to honor their unbreakable bond. "Turn around, my sweet boy," Emily called, her voice trembling like leaves in the wind. Noah whipped off the blindfold, spinning to face her. Time froze. His big blue eyes widened, taking in the sight. His mom transformed into a vision of elegance, the gown hugging her like a fairy tale. For a split second, silence enveloped them, the ocean's roar fading into nothing. Then Noah's face crumpled, not in confusion, but in overwhelming awe. "Mommy," he whispered, his lower lip quivering as fat tears welled up and spilled over his cheeks. You look like the most beautiful princess in the whole wide world." Emily's knees weakened. She dropped to his level, veil pooling around them like a cloud. "Oh, Noah," she choked out, her own tears cascading freely now, mascara be damned. He rushed into her arms, tiny hands clutching the lace as if she'd vanish. Sobs shook his little body, happy, pure, unfiltered cries of joy mixed with the fear of change every child feels. "Don't cry, Mommy," he hiccuped through his tears, even as his own streamed down, soaking her shoulder. "But I love you so much. You're gonna marry Ryan and we'll be a family, but you'll always be my mommy first." The guests watched, many dabbing their eyes. Emily's mom from Georgia sobbing into a handkerchief, Ryan's sister filming the whole thing on her phone. Emily pulled Noah closer, rocking him gently as flashbacks intensified. The Christmas mornings where she'd play Santa alone, wrapping gifts after midnight. The hospital visits when Noah had pneumonia, her holding his hand through feverish nights, praying for strength. The day he started kindergarten, waving bravely but turning back for one more hug. "You've been my rock, my everything," she whispered, voice breaking into sobs. "Through every storm, you've made me strong. Today isn't just about me and Ryan, it's about us, too. You'll always be my first love, my baby boy." Noah nodded, sniffling, his tears slowing as he beamed up at her. "Promise we'll still have pancakes Sundays and read stories every night?" Emily laughed through her cries, kissing his forehead. "Forever and always, sweetheart. Nothing changes that." They stayed like that, wrapped in each other's arms, the world blurring around them, a mother and son forging an eternal promise amid life's beautiful chaos. The video of this moment, shared by a family member, exploded online, racking up over 7 million views in days. From bustling New York apartments to quiet Texas ranches, Americans shared it, captioning with their own stories. "This wrecked me, reminds me of my single mom days." It became a beacon for blended families, proving love doesn't divide, it multiplies.